What's going on, everybody? Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back and allowing me to share my wisdom and knowledge with you. And thanks for letting me help you today find any chord on the guitar anytime in 5 minutes or less. Actually, 5 to 15 seconds is all you're going to need. This video will be 5 minutes, but you only need 5 to 15 seconds to find your notes, to locate your chord. All you need are two things: to understand the 3 notes of a chord before you look for it, and to be able to count up your guitar and find the notes. If you can't locate a B note, turn this video off and go look at my other video that shows how to learn the fretboard in only a few minutes. Because that is the truth. It really only takes about 1 hour to learn the board if you seriously study it for that 1 hour. Let's get right into what I'm talking about. We're going to use the A minor chord first because I love A minor, because I'm influenced off Yngwie. In his first couple albums, he used a lot of A minor. So I'm into that chord and that key a lot because it's awesome in harmonic minor. Let's get right to the A chord. We know this is A minor. We know this is the notes A, C, and E. And if you don't know them, well, you do now. Now I'm going to show you ways to find this. So if I want to find A minor anywhere on this guitar, all I need to do is find one of the 3 letters. Any one of the 3, and the other 2 will always be on adjacent strings. They will always be next to those strings. Now, I'm going to get this ugly grill out of the picture so you can see the guitar, because that's what you're really here to learn, is the guitar, not this mug. Now, I'm going to squeeze up into this little Jackson mini guitar that I have, so I'm going to do my best to get my fat, pudgy fingers up into these skinny frets, so bear with me here. Now, there are a lot of ways to play this chord. Let's look at another way to play A minor. An Yngwie style of playing A minor. A, E, C, A, C, E, A. Played at warp speed, it's pretty wicked. Yngwie moves again to some other movable shapes. I'll show you one more. A minor here with the high C on the E string. This is A, this is E, this is C. There's your octave to the C. So, you can do a little sweeping thing he does. Little arpeggio thing there. Then we move A minor up the neck. We see again A, C, E. Here's E. Here's C. Here's the A. Here's an E. Here's a C. And an A. So this is actually 2 A minor chords. A, C, E. And another A, C, E, A. This one, you could do a little pull-off thing. And extend it to the sweep arpeggio if you wanted to. 2 A minor chords because it's A, C, E, and E twice. Now we have the A minor bar chord, which we all know is right here. We can play that as A, C, and E as well. However, there's an A minor chord tucked in there that you don't see maybe. Right there, A minor. A on this 14th fret of G. The C is on 13 of B, and the E is on the 12 of E. So we have A, C, E. I extend it out to the A note on the 17. Now, if I wanted to do some other things, again, every 12 frets, the notes are the same. So the 5th fret moved up 12 puts me on 17. And that same lick again. Again, excuse my fat fingers and these little teeny weeny frets. But this is a little Jackson mini guitar, so I can squeeze it in the camera a little bit easier for you. Now let's look at some other ways to play A minor. Let's say I got an A power chord and I'm in a solo section, and I got power chords I'm going to cut solos over. Over the A power chord would fit a really nice tapped out A minor chord. So I could tap this A on the 5, I could tap the 8 on the C, and 12 is the E. I could tap this A minor chord. I can move this up as long as it continues to stay A, C, and E. It does not matter what order the notes are in. Here is now looking at the C at 8, the E is at 12, and the A is on 17. Now I move it up again. It's E on 12, it's A on 17, it's C on 20. This is all A minor. Now if you have 24 frets, you move to the A, 17, C is on 20, and you squeeze out the high E at the 24, folks. I can barely get it to ring with my fingernail. I don't think they really expect a kid to hit the 24th fret on this little guitar when he's probably learning on it at like 10. But I'm playing on it here for simplicity's sake to get it in the camera and show you all the spots. But these are all ways to play A minor chords, folks. Any chord you want, you just find the 3 letters across the guitar. Now that's great for finding a chord here and there. But what if you want to put a piece of music together and you don't want to spend a month learning all these chords or however long it's going to take you to find endless chords because they're everywhere. So let's just narrow down a few movable shapes and get you playing some of these things so you can understand that we're really just moving the same notes around. So there's what I played for you over here. I'm going to show you in a different way. It was G major to D major to and then it was F major to C major with a little octave in there. So let's do that. G to D. Then I went like an F major to a C. But you can't get the octave note that I was playing. And it doesn't quite sound the same as over here because the voicing, which is the order of the notes, that voicing is different over here than it was over here. So it's going to take on a different tonality when I play the same exact progression over here that I played over here. G to D, F to C. Let's check it out, folks. Then I arpeggiate. And what I'm doing is grabbing the octave to this chord. If I'm playing G here, because this is G, B, and D, if you look it out, this is G. There's my G on the 8th fret of B, right? I'm looking at a B note on the 9th fret of the D string. And I got to take a look at that. That is my D. Because there's my E. So it's D. So it's G. Then it's B on the 9. And then it's D on 7. And then I'm just taking this, which is really an A major, and I move it. A major, a whole step is B major. This half step is C major. Voila, D major. Why is it D major? Well, first of all, it's a movable shape, which means I can move it, and all the notes of the chord will move, making the chord movable. When I get to this spot, the A note that was here on this G string is now the D note on the G, and that is my root. D, F sharp, A. This is an inverted D major chord. Now we'll get into that in another video, but let's just know that it's inverted because the root note is not the lowest note. But here's a D chord, so it's G to D, and if this is G, and I slide it down a whole step, that makes this F, which means these notes are F, A, C, and this is now C major, C, E, G. And I'm playing the same thing I played over here, but over here. But the voicing is different. Listen. It's a different, it rings out differently. And when I hit this D, I get that high octave note. So there's the C, that I'd be playing the C chord. There's the G. So when I play this D chord, I get the octave A. Here it's G. So it's an octave pull-off that I get to add to this set of chords that I cannot do down here. And all I'm doing is playing GBD in a different way than playing it over here. And again, if I want to find GBD on the strings, I want to tap out a G chord, I look for the notes. Here's a B, here's a D, here's a G. Very simple, I could tap this out. Again, the B, the D, and the G, so if I move it, then it's going to be D, then it's G, and then it's B. So it doesn't matter how I find them. If I want a string skip, I can also find these notes skipping strings. Let's take an E minor chord. Here's the G, here's the E. Skipping over the B string to the G string, I now find the B note at the 16th fret, and the G note at the 12th, and the E note at the 14 of D, makes a string skipped E minor chord. So anywhere I find the 3 notes of a chord makes the chord. So all you need to know is what the notes are and how to count up your fretboard so you can find the notes you're looking for. Once you memorize the spot, you've got yourself a new chord. If that shape is movable, folks, because every note is contained in that shape, then you can move that shape around just like I did before. This G shape becomes A major if I move it up 2 frets. It becomes F major if I move it back. Hell, we got this A major chord here. I've got B major if I want one. There's access to C major. Here's a D major. Here's an E major for your blues key of E. And if you want this E major to be E minor, you lower the third note a half a step. I got another video that explains major and minor chords. You can watch that one as well. Guys, this is how you find notes and chords all over the guitar in a matter of minutes. It doesn't take long if you know the 3 notes. You find one, you find the next one, you find the next one, you're done. You can find them on 1 string, 2 strings, 3 strings, 4 strings. You can skip strings. It's all up to you. But that is the secret to finding any chord anywhere on the guitar. I hope you learned something from this, had some fun watching it, and I'll see you in the next video, you 1,000 subscribers, SOSers. I'll see you again.